Finally, an apology from Keith Brown to his daughters. Brown offering that to them after years of sexually abusing them. Before 2011, the family was known as the Five Browns, a classical piano ensemble, and they were known worldwide.
Yeah, but their lives crumbled after Keith Brown's dark secret was exposed and he was sent to prison. At this week's parole hearing, Brown finally broke his silence. For every crime, there's a story, and the truth matters. Here's ABC4's Marcos Ortiz with tonight's Justice Files.
It was one of the quickest court cases in recent memory. Within 1 week, Keith Brown was charged and eventually ended in prison. What was his motive? Brown and his daughters differ on that.
I never wanted to go to trial from the beginning, and I feel real terrible that was the result in harming them further.
In 2011, Keith Brown goes from the courtroom directly to prison. He pleads guilty to sexually abusing his 2 daughters. At the time, his daughters are at the peak of their careers. Along with their siblings, they are the Five Browns, a classical piano ensemble. And their father manages the group, but secretly molests 2 of his daughters going back to 1990. He's now serving 10 years and up to life in prison. But he's now eligible for parole and appears before a hearing officer Thursday.
Just one thing, I am so very sorry for the pain I have caused them. I just wish I had been smarter.
Listening to the testimony are his 2 daughters, Deandra and Desiree Brown. Over the years, their father fights the conviction in court, claims the sentence is not what's promised, and seeks a new trial.
It was not an effort to recant or to claim innocence. I have not denied the offense all along.
The Supreme Court denies his request, and his legal actions irritate his daughters.
In his selfishness and denial, he has dragged me right back into the depths of emotion 1 to 2 times each year since his sentencing, all in an effort to keep fighting and hold on to some phantom belief of innocence.
And they remind him the damage he does as children still haunts them today.
For 20 years, I have had debilitating PTSD at night. I have gone permanently blind in my left eye due to a disease that my doctors say is caused by stress.
Brown says his guilty plea in 2011 is meant to protect his family from further harm and embarrassment, to allow the young women a chance to heal.
Keith Brown accepted a very generous plea deal that would put him in prison for a much shorter length of time than the gravity of his crimes.
Over the years, Keith Brown never apologizes, which isn't forgotten by his daughters. At his hearing, he makes an effort to do so.
I will never see them or have correspondence with them again, so I just want to reiterate and apologize to them for what they have gone through.
Keith Brown has yet to take sex offender treatment training, so it's very doubtful he'll be released anytime soon. For the Justice Files, Marcos Ortiz, ABC4 News.